as infinity.
We now bring you news commentary. Today's talk is about the Japanese language in the international community. It was written by Radio Japan commentator Tamotsu Koike.
An advisory panel to the government called the Council for the Japanese Language submitted a set of recommendations to the Education Minister last Friday. The report dealt with the use of honorifics, kanji characters, and the challenges posed by the international community. Let's focus on the Japanese language in the international community. The Council looked at the internationalization of the Japanese language from two perspectives. The first is the significance of many non-Japanese learning the language. At present, about 93,000 non-Japanese are learning the Japanese language in Japan. The number is bound to increase in the future as more and more non-Japanese become resident in Japan as a result of the falling birth rate and aging of Japanese society. Outside of Japan, some 2.1 million people are learning Japanese in 115 countries and territories. This is a threefold increase compared to 10 years ago, according to the Japan Foundation. The Council for the Japanese Language said that assistance should be given to non-Japanese learning the language. It suggested the training and sending of language teachers, the development of teaching materials, and the use of new telecommunications technologies. What is the significance of helping non-Japanese to learn the Japanese language? It will lead to an increase in the number of people familiar with the way Japanese think and familiar with the attitudes of an economic power like Japan. Assisting Japanese language education enabled Japan to communicate something to the world. Until now, communication has tended to be of a one-way nature, the Japanese at the receiving end. Japan needs to be a transmitter of information, which is why efforts to assist Japanese language learners are important. Japan until now has tended to be a recipient of culture. A lot of non-Japanese culture has been translated into Japanese. The amount of translated information in the humanitarian and social science fields is probably the world's greatest. This stockpile of information should be utilized. Japan could provide more Japanese language books and materials to libraries around the world. It would be an attractive way of contributing to the international community. The Council for the Japanese Language has shown that it's very aware of the need to assist non-Japanese learning the Japanese language, be they in Japan or elsewhere. Learning the language will enable people to see the true face of Japan. Another aspect of internationalization relates to the Japanese language itself. Many people regard Japanese as a sensual and emotive language. The Council said that there should be efforts to encourage clear self-expression as a means of making oneself more properly understood on the international stage. The sensual and emotive aspects of the Japanese language are borne out by its very large number of imitative words and onomatopoeia. Young people are apt to prefix everything with the expression cho, which means super, or when they want to convey the idea of size, greatness, or amazement. And then there is kawaii, which means cute or nice, which people will habitually use when they come across something they like. Many people do not tend to be logical or analytical when they deal with something. The swimmer Yasuko Tajima caused a stir at the recent Sydney Olympics for the comment she made after winning a silver medal. She said missing out on a gold medal was mecha kuyashi, which is a contraction of two words, mecha mecha, which means utterly or very in a negative sense, and kuyashi, which means horrible or maddening. Tajima subsequently went on to talk about her performance in the pool in a logical and analytical manner. But her initial outburst, mecha kuyashi, won a prize for being one of this year's fashionable words. There was little attention given to Tajima's logical and analytical comments, which shows that a logical and analytic approach to dealing with things is still an issue for Japanese. The Council for the Japanese Language said that this issue tends to be addressed in the age of internationalization. It outlined the future shape of the Japanese language. The Council for the Japanese Language will undergo a change of name in January and become part of the Advisory Panel on Cultural Affairs, but it will continue working as before. We have to contend with the sensual and emotive nature of the language. Many young people are becoming trapped in their limited word of expression as they chatter away on their mobile phones. Meanwhile, many adults refrain from talking to unfamiliar people at parties or other such occasions. People are not communicating to others outside of their own circle. Hopefully, the Council will look at the issue and be able to give pointers as to ways that people can break out of their own narrow and limited patterns of communication.
News commentary. Today's talk was written by Radio Japan commentator Tamotsu Koike.
As infinity.